Hi Virgo and welcome to Fey Light Tarot. This is for your wellness for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from mid-October to mid-November. So as per usual, I have cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards so that I can take my time with it and I don't have to waste any of yours. Now, as any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so please, by all means, do take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, then that's okay. It's just not the reading for you. And you can always try again next time. But should you like what you see in here, then please, by all means, do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and you'll be alerted to next week's reading, which is for your general for the next 4 weeks. So, before we start, what is a wellness reading? Well, the way that I like to think about this is a tool to help you figure out more about your authentic self. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at how you're affected by certain things that are happening around you, what to reduce or introduce into your life. And we're also going to be looking at some areas of your shadow work to look at. Now, shadow work is not easy. It's very difficult to do and it can be uncomfortable. So, if you bear with me, then we can go through it together and we'll see on how things are for you. So, your current energies right now is the Knight of Cups. Let's talk about that for a wee second. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for Virgo. Very nice. Knight of Cups for Virgo. Okay, Knight of Cups for Virgo. What's happening? Okay, some very nice energies coming through here for you. Right, so you have the Hierophant, you have the Queen of Cups, you've got the Five of Wands, and you've also got the Death card. So I feel that your current energies right now is you are actually expressing a lot about what you're feeling right now. And I think that that's really beautiful, actually, Virgo, because it's not easy to do that. Especially if, like you come from a place where you're not really used to talking about certain things. But what seems to me here is that you are openly wearing your heart on your sleeve. And why are you doing that? You are doing that because you have the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Death card. So you have come to learn a great lesson. And that is one about empathy, understanding, being compassionate and kind, and also about trusting your intuition and your instincts. And I think that this has come about because there was quite a wee bit of strife going on there. Could be some rivalry too. And I feel that it's not the way in which you would have handled it before. You realised that you had to make a change in how you were delivering your messages of your emotions. And as a result, a new you has been born, and it has also brought about a new beginning for you. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for your hidden and your subconscious. Yes, there is a deep hurt in you, a very, very deep hurt in you. But I feel that you are understanding that, and you are recognizing, and you're finding a new emotional intelligence within yourself. I think as well there's an aspect of you understanding who you are and what you are. And I mean that in a positive way, because you are a fiery individual. You can be quite quick to temper, but there's also a love in there. There's a passion in there. And I feel that this whole learning this emotional intelligence, as well as understanding the fire and the passion within you, what you've been doing is you've been leveling up, so to speak. Like, you've been trying to hone that to get a balance between the two. And the reason why you are here at this point right now, it was a very difficult decision for you to come to change this combative energy around you. The way that you would have reacted before, it has been a great deal of change. How interesting, Virgo. So what area in your life has been forgotten or neglected? And that is the Two of Wands. So let's have a little look and see what that's about. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Virgo, please. Oh gosh. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Virgo. A lot of messages there. And there's your card. Okay, you have the Two of Wands in reverse. You have the Knight of Swords on its side. The Nine of Swords, the Hermit. Oh, and you've also got, that was in reverse, you've also got the Seven of Cups in reverse. How very, very interesting. What's most interesting is that you have the Two of Wands both in the upright and in the reverse, and that feels to me like there's a clash. There's a lack of equilibrium there. And the Two of Wands talks about choosing a path. Or choosing a course of action. And because you've got it like in the upright and in the reverse, it's almost like there's a lack of commitment there for something. You know, you're saying that you're not going to go down a certain road, but then you are. And I feel that the reason why that's happening is because this conflict is also putting you in two minds of what to do, because the Knight of Swords is in the sideways position. Normally, you would have either done nothing at all or you would have gone full steam ahead. And I think the reason why you're in this it's almost like non-committal attitude towards whatever this path is. I feel that it's something that you haven't put enough thought towards. So what's that all about? Part of the reason why I think you haven't put too much thought towards and you haven't committed to taking the action on it is because it's something that brings you great anxiety. Maybe it's even keeping you up at night, and it's making you feel nauseous. But you are aware of that. You do have this wisdom in you that you do know what that it is non-committal. This this whole, well, I've chosen a path and I'm walking the path, but I'm also not walking the path. What is going on with that? Is it because you're conflicted that there's no longer any options for you? Is that what's wrong? Because choosing a path means walking down that road. So the reason why it's in the reverse like this means cutting off all these other options. Do you not like the idea of having to stay in one lane, Virgo? Do you feel restricted? Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Sun card, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and you've also got the Tower. Yeah, I think you're normally used to being a free spirit, Virgo. You're normally used to like going out and doing the thing that you find quite fun. And you had to make this move into a new area that you're not really particularly used to, and that meant walking away from an old lifestyle or an old mindset, and it's maybe left you feeling very uncertain about who you are. Ooh. What area of your life is too full? And that is the Ace of Cups. Are you feeling particularly emotional about this? And is it overwhelming you? Are you starting to feel quite burnt out with all of this? Do you feel like crying a lot? Tell me about the Ace of Cups for Virgo. Tell me about the Ace of Cups for Virgo. Tell me about the Ace of Cups for Virgo. Yep. Okay. Right. You have the Sun card again. You've got the High Priestess in reverse. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, and you've also got the King of Pentacles. Sorry, I beg your pardon, that the Sun was actually in reverse. Yes, what area of your life is too full? And it is that I do feel that you are very, very overwhelmed with what you're feeling right now, Virgo. Do you feel that your creativity and your joy for life has been diminished? Excuse me. Do you feel that your instinct and intuition has also been dampened? Because the thing is, Virgo, is that you were meant to feel these feelings for a reason. There is a purpose behind it. And you were meant to be here in this dilemma. This dilemma is here to teach you a lesson, and it's to put you onto a new karmic cycle, a new life cycle. But I feel that there is something also that is going to come your way that is going to be lucky. Because right now, there's a stability here. Maybe even a figure in authority that you're unsure of that's making things worse for you. But there is stability with you, and you are providing, you are doing a good thing. There's a potential for you to find a new groundedness here if you learn how to express what you're feeling. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and we've also got Temperance. Yes, there has been a loss of self. There has been a loss of self, Virgo, but look what you've gained in return. You've gained this ability to be your own person. And you can seize that option if you want to. There's a maturity here with the Queen of Pentacles. And the reason why I'm saying maturity, right, is purely because you have this at odds energy of the path that you're on, because it's not what you're used to. But once you actually realize how much power and authority you actually have now, manifestation is just a step away. But you need to have patience and temperance to understand that you are on a purpose right now. You do have a purpose, even though it's going against the grain, it's still a purpose. So how are you affected by these things right now? You have the Ace of Wands. Let's have a little look at some clarifiers before we talk about this. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Virgo, how they're affected. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, you have the Justice card, the Six of Pentacles. You've also got the Knight of Cups on its side, the Four of Swords on its side, and you've also got the Tower in reverse. I feel that you are actually in a position right now where, in spite of this conflict within you of not being happy that you know, like, you have to make a choice and you have to stick by it, you're seizing it. You're seizing it well, and you're giving a lot of your time to it. You're giving a lot of yourself to it. Now, what's interesting here is that the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card both have a pair of scales in their hands, right? It may not feel like it right now, okay? But you are achieving some degree of balance. It doesn't feel like that because you're tired. You're very, very tired. Like, you are uncertain about how you're feeling because it is so overwhelming right now. And you're not really able to express effectively what you're feeling. And you certainly don't feel rested. You feel quite tired, I feel. Maybe even run down. But the truth of the matter is, so many changes have happened for you. That wobbly tower that had come down, you have rebuilt some new foundations that have led you to a new stability. And I don't know if that's something that you're aware of yet, Virgo. You're slowly rebuilding your tower. So I can understand why you may feel overwhelmed, because it's a monumental task to do. And it's one that comes with so many layers. You've got at the bottom of the deck the King of Swords, you've got the Star card, you've got the Moon, and you've got the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Yes. True and honest, effective communication, as well as intelligent thought on the matter, is going to bring you to a place of new healing and hope. And a wish is going to be fulfilled with you. You just need to face your fears about the path that you have chosen and walk down it towards the new future. Because once you actually commit to walking down this path instead of this non-committal thing that you've got going on, the future is coming with so much happiness and harmony for you. That something has to come to an end. What barriers and barricades are you hiding behind that is stopping you from enjoying your comforts in your life? Only you know, Virgo. What to reduce or remove from your life is the Seven of Cups, and that is the distractions. The distractions and the multiple options that you seem to feel that you do not have anymore. So it could be a different form of distractions. Tell me about the Seven of Cups for Virgo, please. Seven of Cups for Virgo. I just heard stay on the course. Or stay the course. I think, is that a nautical expression? Stay the course. That was in the reverse. A lot of messages here. Okay. If you remove all of the distractions and all of the shiny things, the baubles, if you like, then that is going to put you on a certain path that is actually going to help you. You've got the Star card, you've got the Ace of Cups again, you've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands on its side, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so if you remove the shiny things, the magpie things that catch your attention and distract you from the path that you're supposed to be on, what that is going to do is that's going to help you move into a new chapter. You're going to come to a place where you're going to start to explore your emotions better. You will also find that there are other types of surprises that come your way. The creative projects, maybe even the jobs that are available, the new beginnings and so on. That's all well and good, but that just adds another sword to your boat. The shiny things, the magpie things, you do not have to act on everything. You really don't. The Page of Cups is just delighted in how life is. He finds everything interesting, but he's humble with it, you know? What to... Actually, let's have another look at the bottom of the deck. Five of Cups, the Lovers, Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Okay. So there is an element here of a sense of loss. There's a sense of loss in, I feel, do you buy things to make you feel happy? Like, is that part of your love language? Do you feel that you're going to lose that expression for love if you stop being distracted by the shiny things? Because that's not necessarily going to happen. And I feel that this is something that that comes with you from childhood. And it's difficult actually to like change. You don't want to have to look at that prospect, but if you just start to explore how to maintain balance in these things, then there's going to be so much more coming for you than the accumulation of these things. As I say, that surprise, that humility is going to bring its own rewards. What to introduce into your life is the Empress. Now that's a beautiful energy because it does talk about abundance and the fertility, and that might feel like a contradiction of what I have just said, but there's a different type of abundance. You have material abundance and you have, well, I suppose natural abundance, if you like. The Empress, as much as she has her crown, she's comfortable. She's so happy being outside in nature. She creates so many things from within. She's loving and nurturing. She's also unified in her mind and body, in her spirit. Tell me about the Empress. Tell me about the Empress. Tell me about the Empress. Oh, here was a flipper. Boop. So yes, what to introduce, that natural abundance, the abundance from within. Once you start to explore what that means, there's going to be a desire for you to explore that. You know, like you're going to want to think about this new way of being. And the reason why that's part of it is, I think that this is something that you actually do wish for. I think, do you wish for a more humbler life? Or rather, do you wish to have more, I want to say homegrown luxuries and enjoyments? That doesn't make any sense, but it's in there. Are you turning away from the flashy things in life? Because I think that this is something that you've given a great deal of thought into, and it's something that is going to require you to do a lot of analytical thinking. So like when you do see something shiny, and it doesn't have to be an object, it can be an avenue of action, or something to do, a pursuit. Take analytical thought about it and be quite stern with yourself in the whole, do I need this? Do I want this? Is this something that I have to do? Or is it a luxury? Because I do feel that there are some unhealthy practices with this, and maybe that's part of why you need to reduce it from your life, because these unhealthy practices lead to temptations that lead to negativity that can get you into hot water. And I also feel that there is a little warning there in the whole, don't deceive yourself on what your needs and wants are. Just be truthful about it. You don't have to kid on. You have the Hanged Man, the Moon, you've got the King of Swords, and you've got the Four of Pentacles. You need a change in perspective in order to see things for what they really are. And the best way for you to do that is to use that truthful, honest communication, being really objective about things, and realize that stability is important. it's more important to you than I think you're aware of. So let's have a little look and see about your shadow work. Now, this is not an easy thing to do, as I said. So more often than not, shadow work is when you're working on something that is just at the edge of your awareness that you really struggle with. So it could be something that brings about negative behaviours, responses, fears, anything like that, unhealthy practices. And people tend to get to a point where they get uncomfortable with it. That's because it's now within your awareness. When they get really uncomfortable, they tend to stop there because they're like, right, well, I've recognized it and now I know it's there. But the problem is that until you get to that excruciating level where it's super uncomfortable, that's the level that you get to ask the why questions. So not only have I brought it into my edge of awareness, I know what it is and I know why it is. And it's only by getting to the why level that you're able to break cycles and you're able to enter into new healing. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work and it can take a lot of time to do so. But human beings, as themselves, we are not masterpieces from the get go, and nor will we ever achieve the status of being a masterpiece. Not at all. You will be learning about yourself from the day you were born till the day you die. And I don't want to say that to make people go, oh my God, that's so really grim. It should be exciting because it is exciting. Life is ours. Our lives are ours. All of our experiences and what we do. Nobody emulates it. We are all truly unique that way. Anyway, enough blather. So your shadow work is the Four of Cups. Now that can be that feeling of despondency, being bored, or simply disappointment. Tell me about the Four of Cups for Virgo, please. Four of Cups for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So interestingly, just while I'm thinking about the narrative of how we've got here to this point, Virgo, I wonder if are you someone that has that bit of a magpie brain? Like, do you lose interest quite quickly in things, or do you struggle to find interest in something? And that's why you're in this area of not quite committing to a certain path, even though you know that you need to. Because it's bringing about a change in you, the type of change where you're becoming the person that you actually kind of wanted to be, but it goes against the grain of who you actually are, or how actually you've been moving through the world right now. This magpie brain, does it come from a place of you easily feeling bored? Because you have the Queen of Swords, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Ace of Wands on its side. And I feel that the magpie brain is the thing. Because the Queen of Swords is the pursuer, and she's the champion of truth. She tells no lies. She has no secrets. She is incredibly sharp intellect. She has this control over her thought processes. She is incredibly smart. You can't kid her on, you can't fool her. Because with with the pentacles here, like the Ace of Pentacles, that's literally something shiny. That is like the magpie magnet. And you've got the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands on its side. The other aspect about the swords there being that pursuit of the things that you find interesting, the things that challenge your intellect. So the shiny thing, if you can reach a balance between finding something that interests you without putting all your eggs in one basket, then that's going to halt this fast action you have of acting on the magpie tendencies. Does that make sense? Because once you start talking to yourself truthfully and honesty, and using your intellect to make the smarter choices and the more correct choices, that in itself is going to come with rewards of its own. And with that, you are going to have a new balance, because your magpie tendencies will be um, gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Your magpie tendencies will be honoured, but so will the sensibility of the Queen of Swords, the correct choice. And that will put a halt, that will help you to remove the distractions, the possibilities around you that derail you from making a true path choice. How to better manage your duties and your responsibilities is the Six of Pentacles. And that's an essence of giving and receiving. So helping where you can help out, and asking for help when you need to ask help. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, please, for Virgo. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles for Virgo. Thank you. You have Temperance, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Empress, and you have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, when you take on the idea of asking for help when needed and giving help where needed, it's going to bring you to a place of a new balance. And not only that, but you're going to actually understand the truth about your own purpose. And that may help you to commit to whatever this confliction is. But it's also going to bring you about a peace. And it's also going to unify the conflict and the mindsets that you have. And it's going to end something for you. It's by you embracing this giving receiving method, something is going to be put to an end for you within your character, and it's bringing you into a new dawn. And it's one that gives you not just abundance and fertility and the natural beauty, the enjoyment of natural beauty, but it's also going to bring you to a place of security in both yourself and your financial matters, as well as your possessions. How interesting. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords, the World card, the King, King of Wands, and the King of Swords. Yes. Losing losing that notion of indecision that you have is going to put you onto a path that completes a certain cycle. And not only does it complete a certain cycle, but it elevates you to a state of wholeness. You are going to come to a point where you are going to reclaim certain aspects of yourself. You're going to have full ownership of your fire, your energy, your creativity, while honoring your intellect, your truth, and how you communicate. And what that's also going to do is that's going to open the door for you to work and create something with other people that brings you to absolute prosperity. Goodness me. Well, Virgo, that was an absolutely incredible reading for you. Now, I can appreciate if this isn't the type of reading for you because it is honest, sometimes brutally so, but that's the point of authenticity and the point in doing a wellness spread like this. Because if you are to find your authentic self, then I have to be authentic in how I present the cards and their messages to you. So, if this resonated with you, then I really hope that I gave you a lot to think about and a lot to work on. And as I say, if you liked what you saw and heard today, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And I'll see you next week for your general reading. But in the meantime, please take care of yourself, Virgo. All right? Bye.